talking about a bit of a tough topic today, but one that's really important, especially for families who've dealt with it. Take a look at your screen here. This is a new book out by Jerry Schaefer. It's called The Widower's Toolbox, Repairing Your Life After Losing Your Spouse. And I want to welcome Jerry Schaefer and also Tom Beckers, who helped him write the book. And Jerry, obviously you wrote this book after the loss of your wife Terry. What was the impetus for you to write a book about going through this process?
Well, soon after Terry passed away, a fellow co-worker of mine, he lost his wife about 4 months later. And as we were talking over lunch about how we were surviving the turmoil of the new life, we decided, or actually I realized that there was a lot of guys that had the same issues I was going through. So from hearing Ross's perspective, and it was very congruent to my own, I figured I could help other guys by putting these ideas down on paper.
You thought you had something to share. Yeah.
Exactly.
And we were talking earlier, you were saying you experienced this process, but Tom really helped you, sort of explained it to you. And Tom, you're a psychotherapist?
Right.
So tell me about your role in the book.
My role mainly is to help provide some credibility to what men go through, and we did some research-based studies as to how men and women grieve differently, and trying to help encourage men to become aware of what they go through and the importance of trying to work with the stereotypes, the social perception that men need to tough it up and big boys don't cry type of perception, and helping encourage men to find constructive ways to deal with their grief. So it's,
and men are more about action when they deal with things like this?
Right, the expectation is that they want to fix things, and hence the title, The Widower's Toolbox, to be able to fix things, and it's challenging men to find other ways to deal with their grief and really embrace productive, constructive ways of coping with grief.
Yeah. Jerry, you lost your wife about 4 years ago to breast cancer?
Right.
How has writing this book helped you and your family? You have 2 sons?
Right. I have 2 sons, ages 16 and 20 now. But when they were young, when she passed away, they were kind of young, 12 and 16. But it helped me personally because I threw a lot of my thoughts and my ideas of what she meant to me. There's a lot of memorialization. There's stories about how we looked at things, ideas of how to, what to do with a person's jewelry, a woman's jewelry. And luckily we were fortunate enough to have those conversations, and I know other men have not been so fortunate with sudden death. And so it helped me get through it just by putting it down on paper. Yeah,
and definitely giving men those tools, like you say. And you guys have some upcoming events where you're going to be signing books. You want to take a look at your screen here. If you'd like to know more about the Widower's Toolbox, you can check out some of these upcoming events. There also is a Facebook page for the Widower's Toolbox, so you can check that out. Again, Jerry Schaefer, the Widower's Toolbox, Repairing Your Life After Losing Your Spouse.